I'm Sehmish. I'm from a little property northeast of Gundawindi we call home. That's where I grew up and went to primary school there, but then went away for boarding school near the Gold Coast. The family at home run a commercial Angus herd, and we also have meat goats as well. And so that was predominantly my background growing up on the farm there at Gundawindi. While I was at school, I did study agricultural science. I also really enjoyed my tech studies, my wood tech classes and biology. And during my time at school, I really got into our cattle show team. We used to have a couple of steers and we'd take them to a lot of shows around southern Queensland. And that's probably predominantly where my future started, was exhibiting cattle and doing ag science at school. Following school, I went to university at Gatton. I did a dual degree of agribusiness and animal science. I really thoroughly enjoyed that and meeting the other young agricultural people that were at university. I also did my masters following that. But all throughout uni, I continued to exhibit and show cattle at a lot of different shows around southern Queensland. And doing that introduced me to a lot of different people who worked on properties and needed extra hands to get stuff done. So that kind of started a bit of contract work that I used to do, and that work I was doing while uni, because I was working or studying full time. I couldn't do too much extra work, so it was $100 a day, and I mainly just worked weekends when I wasn't at uni. So that was pretty good. It was enough to get me by, and I was fortunate to get subsidised through uni, through the government to do uni, so that worked well. Since then, and since finishing uni, I've continued to show cattle and come to bull sales and stuff like that, like we're at today. And I do a lot of contract work as well, so I've got friends and people that I've met over the years, and I go out to their property and do a week or a fortnight's work at a time. I predominantly charge around $300 a day to do that, so a normal working week can earn me a couple of grand, which is pretty handy. On top of that, I also work at the Roma and the Dalby sale yards, and that normally earns me around 2 or 3 grand, and that's only 2 days work a week, so I can quite easily get by and enjoy doing my 2 days a week at the sale yards, and then can go home and work on our family property the other days, which, even though it doesn't pay, it contributes to my future, as I'm looking forward to going home and working on the land. The benefits I find of my contract work and travelling and working at sale yards is I do love being on the road, and I love travelling, so I go places all over Queensland now. We're up here at Rockhampton today. We went down Adelaide the other day. I do work out at Tambo in almost central Queensland, southern central Queensland, so I really enjoy getting around and travelling the road and seeing the country. That's the best part about it, but in this day and age when diesel's getting expensive and on-road costs are expensive, that is also a challenging aspect. Spending so much time on the road, and you don't always get reimbursed for that time on the road either. So even though it might take you a day or two to get there, you've still got to factor that into what you do. And that's probably about the most of me. Thank you.